Marriage, to me, was always about partnership, about weathering the storms together, holding hands when life got heavy, choosing one another daily no matter what the world threw at us. My wife, Julia, and I had spent nearly a decade side by side, and while we were far from flawless, I truly believed we were steady. We had our routines, quiet dinners, shared laughter, soft Sunday mornings. We built dreams together, whispered hopes into the night, and I thought that kind of love could hold through anything. I never imagined betrayal could come cloaked in something as deceptively noble as self-care. The shift began slowly so. Gradually it almost escaped me. Julia started spending more time out of the house. Long evening walks became a habit. Then came the sudden yoga studio membership, something she'd never mentioned before. Her phone, once casually left on countertops, now never left her side. She locked it, flipped it over, guarded it with a quiet vigilance. When I asked about the changes, she gave me that soft, rehearsed smile. "I'm just trying to reconnect with myself," she said, and I supported her. Of course I did. That's what a loving husband does. That's what I believed I was meant to do. But as time moved on, so did she, further and further from me. She was there, but not really present. Her eyes rarely held mine. Conversations became shallow, clipped. Her laughter felt distant, and slowly, the doubts began to rise in my chest like smoke in a room that wasn't supposed to burn. I questioned myself before I questioned her. Maybe I was being insecure. Maybe I was imagining things. But deep down, I knew something beneath the surface had shifted. Something was breaking. The moment that confirmed everything came wrapped in something as ordinary as an afternoon coffee. Her friend Emma had come over. They laughed in the kitchen while I worked in the next room. I wasn't paying attention until I heard it. "I'm proud of you, Jules," Emma said. "Most women wouldn't have the courage to do what you did." The air changed. I stepped into the room, and Julia went still. Emma froze, realizing too late what she had said. That night, I asked her, calm, direct, already knowing. What did Emma mean? She hesitated just long enough to answer me without words. Then came the sigh, the confession. "I slept with someone," she said. Her voice didn't shake. I stared at her, trying to process the sentence, the weight of it. "It wasn't emotional," she added, as if that softened the blow. "I did it for me." "For you?" I echoed, not sure I'd heard correctly. "Yes," she said, her tone disturbingly calm. "I needed to feel something real, something that was just mine. It wasn't about him, it was about me." She looked at me like she expected me to understand, like this was some brave, enlightened confession I was meant to receive with grace. No tears, no shame, just brutal honesty delivered like a slap. I didn't yell, I didn't cry, I didn't even move. I just sat there, a storm unraveling inside me. This wasn't just infidelity. This was betrayal wrapped in self-importance. A violation so wrapped in self-justification that it made my head spin. That night, I slept in the guest room. I didn't say another word. I lay there alone, staring at the ceiling while my mind rifled through memories, the laughter, the travels, the whispered "I love yous," the shared plans. Had any of it meant anything to her, or had I simply been a placeholder, a chapter in a story she intended to rewrite when she grew bored? The next morning, she made coffee like it was any other day. Same movements, same smile. But everything about her face now felt foreign. I wasn't just angry. I was heartbroken in a way I hadn't known was possible. The kind of heartbreak that doesn't erupt, it dissolves you slowly, quietly. I didn't speak. I went through the motions, showered, dressed, packed a duffel bag, and grabbed my keys. Julia stood in the kitchen, watching me, arms crossed, her expression unreadable. "Where are you going?" she asked. I paused at the door, looked back at her one final time. I said nothing. No dramatic goodbye, no accusations, no questions, just silence. Because sometimes, silence is the last piece of dignity you have left. I stayed with a friend for a while. Julia texted me long paragraphs, unraveling her reasons. I needed to feel alive again. "I never stopped loving you. I thought you'd understand. But I didn't need to understand. I needed peace. I needed honesty." Within the month, I filed for divorce. There were no children involved, thank God. No bitter custody battles. We divided assets, She seemed stunned when I didn't try to fix it, like she'd assumed I'd come running back with flowers and forgiveness. She asked to meet in person. I declined. There was nothing left to say. Now I live in a smaller place. It's quiet. It's clean. It's mine. Some days are heavier than others. Sometimes I find myself staring at old photos, wondering if any of it was real, if she ever truly loved me, or if I was just someone who made her feel safe until she was ready to discard me in pursuit of herself. But I don't carry that question like I used to. Not anymore. People still say, you should have fought for her. But what they don't understand is that love isn't a battlefield. It's a choice, a sacred one. And the moment she chose herself in a way that destroyed us, she ended the fight before it ever began. So I walked away, without a word, and I've never been more free.